Imagine an ordinary person without a lot of resources who wakes up one morning and suddenly starts to notice changes around them. There's no huge external shift, but somehow things start to fall into place. New opportunities arise, conversations seem more promising, and even that old debt suddenly starts to get paid off. But how is this possible? The answer isn't in a stroke of luck or an improbable coincidence. The key lies in something that, however simple it may seem, can completely change your perspective on money. The words you use. That's right, the words. They have the power to attract or repel wealth in ways you can't even imagine. Have you ever heard the concept that reality is shaped by words? This isn't some positive thinking trick or a spiritual fable. Believe me, it has deep roots in science and ancient wisdom. And that's exactly what I want to share with you. Let me tell you a story that can transform your view on this. Hiroshi was a man who grew up in a village in Japan with a simple life, and for many years, without great expectations of wealth. He had a common mindset that said, money is for those who already have it, and life is a constant struggle. And it's not hard to find people with this kind of mindset, is it? Maybe you yourself have said something like that. What happened to Hiroshi, however, changed forever the way he saw the world, and especially money. He met a Buddhist monk who, upon hearing his limiting beliefs about financial life, asked a simple but powerful question. What do you say about money? Hiroshi was surprised. It wasn't a common question, but when answering, he confessed, I've always said that money is hard to get, that it's a problem for those who don't know how to handle it right. The monk smiled gently and said, if you keep saying that, that's what you'll attract. The secret is to change what you say. At first, Hiroshi thought it was a trick, but he decided to test it. He began to change the words he used about money, and changes began to emerge unexpectedly. He didn't need to work more or try harder, but by changing the frequency of his words, his perception of the world and his actions began to align with this new vision. He began to see more opportunities, to attract more wealth, and, most surprisingly of all, his behavior and decisions began to flow naturally with success. Now, you may be wondering, can words really have that much power? Well, the answer is yes. The words you choose have the power to change your mind and consequently your reality. But why does this happen? I'll explain it to you in a simple way. The power of words is not an abstract concept. It's real and scientifically proven. When you speak, you're emitting a vibration. These vibrations affect not only your thoughts, but also your perception of the world around you. Everything around you is in constant vibration, including you. So, what happens when you emit negative words about money, like, I'm not lucky with it, money is hard to earn? Your brain starts to work according to that frequency of scarcity and difficulty, and you end up attracting more of it. Now, before moving on, I want to know your opinion. Leave a comment saying, Gratitude, universe. This will be like a message to the universe that you are ready for what is coming to you. This is very serious. Don't play with the universe, because opportunities pass and may never return. If you're not already subscribed, become one. If you haven't left a like, leave it now. Everything you emanate comes back to you, good or bad. At the end of this video, I'll reveal the greatest secret and most important method of achievement. Now let's continue. Did you know that the words you use every day not only affect your mind, but can also shape your financial reality? We're not talking about an abstract concept or something that's been invented recently. The power of words and their vibrations has been studied for centuries and proven by modern scientists. Believe it or not, words have frequencies that impact everything around us, even our mental and financial health. In Japan, there's an ancient concept called Kotodama. This word, translated as spirit of words, teaches that every sound we produce carries an energy that can alter our reality. This isn't just a philosophical concept, but something deeply rooted in Japanese culture, reflecting an understanding that, although ancient, is still relevant today. But how does this apply to your money? The answer lies in the fact that the words you use about money have a vibrational weight. If you're constantly saying phrases like, I never have any money, or money is hard to come by, what you're doing, in practice, is closing your mind to opportunities for prosperity. What you're saying isn't just an expression of frustration, but a negative vibration that's being felt and reflected around you. To understand this better, let's look at a scientific example. The study of Masaru Emoto, a Japanese researcher who became famous for his work with water molecules. Emoto conducted an experiment that, at the very least, is surprising. He placed different words on bottles of water and froze them to observe the crystals that formed. Water exposed to words like love and gratitude formed beautiful, symmetrical crystals, while water exposed to words like hate and anger generated chaotic and distorted crystals. This experiment shows, visually, that the energy of words can literally shape matter. If this happens with water, which makes up more than 60% of our bodies, imagine the impact that words have on our emotional state, our mindset, and even our financial reality. It's no coincidence that many spiritual cultures and even philosophers and scientists believe that words can alter our reality. Albert Einstein himself, one of the greatest scientists of all time, said, "Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed." This is exactly what words do. They transform our internal energy, adjusting our personal vibration, and thus influencing what we attract into our lives. This leads us to a fundamental principle of quantum physics, which explores how observation can alter the behavior of a particle. This concept, called the observer effect, tells us that the reality around us isn't fixed, but is constantly being shaped by our perception and the energy we emit. Thus, when you talk about money, you're not just verbalizing something, but creating an energetic frequency that attracts or repels certain realities into your life. Now, let's look at the practical application of this. When you repeat phrases like, "Money never comes easy," or "I don't deserve to be rich," you're creating a mental filter that limits opportunities for wealth. Your brain, which has a mechanism called the reticular activating system, RAS, filters the information you perceive, focusing only on what confirms your beliefs. This means that if you believe that money is scarce, your brain will automatically start looking for evidence that reinforces that belief. Opportunities will go unnoticed, and you'll continue in a cycle of scarcity. That's why some people always seem to attract wealth. They're no longer stuck in the mental cycle of scarcity. They know that money flows to those who are open and vibrate in tune with abundance. They use the right words, think about money in a positive way, and as a result, the universe begins to present opportunities and solutions that previously seemed invisible. For example, imagine you're preparing for a big project or business opportunity. If, instead of thinking, "This is going to be difficult," you replace it with something more positive, like, "I'm ready to take advantage of all the opportunities that come up." What happens? Your brain starts looking for possibilities and solutions instead of obstacles. This alters your perception of the situation, making the chances of success increase. Let's be clear, this isn't about empty positive thinking. It goes beyond simply wishing that something happens. It's about understanding that everything in the universe is energy, and that words have the power to alter that energy. So, when you connect with the positive vibration of money, when you talk about wealth in an open and positive way, you're creating a real change in your financial life. When we talk about mental science and spirituality, many people may think that these two areas are opposites. Science is rooted in logic, study, and empirical analysis, while spirituality is often associated with beliefs, feelings, and practices that aren't necessarily measurable. However, what many don't realize is that, throughout history, the boundaries between science and spirituality have become increasingly blurred. Today, let's understand how these two forces can complement each other to transform your financial life. What you may not know is that both science and spirituality recognize the importance of the power of the mind, and, when aligned, they offer a powerful path to attract wealth, abundance, and opportunities. The basis of everything starts with the human mind. The greatest scientists, philosophers, and spiritual masters agree on one thing: the mind has the power to create our reality. However, the way it does this, or how we can use this power, is what we need to understand. Mental science, especially in the field of psychology and neurology, reveals that the human mind works based on beliefs and patterns. In other words, what we believe, often unconsciously, shapes the way we perceive the world and, consequently, opportunities. This is a phenomenon well known as cognitive bias. You must have experienced something like this. When you have a very strong belief about something, you end up seeing evidence that it is true, even when they are minimal or irrelevant. This is why some people always seem to be in tune with abundance, and others live in a cycle of scarcity. This is not by chance, but a manifestation of the mental filter, which we call the reticular activating system, RAS. This system functions as a filter that determines what information you perceive and what you ignore based on your internal beliefs. When you believe that money is difficult to achieve, your RAS will filter the information and opportunities that do not align with that belief, making them invisible to you. However, if you change your internal beliefs and start thinking that money flows to you easily, Your RAS will start detecting opportunities, ideas, and connections that were previously hidden. This is not magic. It is applied neuroscience. Now, spirituality comes into play because it goes beyond the mind and connects people with something bigger. In various spiritual traditions, from Buddhism to Christianity and even Eastern philosophies, there is an important concept. Words have power. Words are not just sounds. They carry a vibrational frequency that affects the environment around us and, mainly, our mind and body. This is related to the concept of vibrational energy. If everything in the universe is energy, then the words we utter, whether intentionally or automatically, have the capacity to alter our energy field, and consequently, the situations we attract into our lives. The Kotodama, for example, which we discussed in the previous part, is a philosophy that comes from the Japanese tradition and states that words not only have energy, but also have a spirit. According to this belief, the simple act of speaking words can change our reality. This explains why mantras, such as those used in Buddhist practices, are effective in transforming not only a person's mental state, but also their energy and what they attract. For example, Buddhist and Tibetan masters use mantras during meditation to activate states of inner peace, abundance, and spiritual connection. When you repeat words with a clear and focused intention, you align your internal energy with what you want to attract. This applies to wealth and money in the same way. Now, what many don't know is that modern science, especially quantum physics, is also starting to study the impact of words and the mind on material reality. Quantum physics has revealed something surprising. Everything in the universe is made up of subatomic particles that are in constant motion and interaction. According to the principle of particle-wave duality, subatomic particles can exist in multiple states at the same time, and it is the observer's observation that collapses these possibilities into a single state. In simple terms, this means that the human mind, by focusing on something and intentionally directing its attention, has the power to influence and even alter matter and reality. When you focus your mind on prosperity and abundance, and when your words and actions are aligned with this desire, you are, in essence, observing reality in a way that allows the manifestation of wealth. Scientists are increasingly coming to the conclusion that our perception of the world is a determining factor for the reality we create. So, it is not just your mind that affects your financial life, but also your words, which function as tools to alter the course of your reality. So far, you have understood how the human mind, words, and vibrational energy directly affect your reality. Now, it's time to apply these concepts for a true personal transformation. After all, what is the point of understanding the theory if you don't know how to use it to conquer what you want? Prosperity is not something that comes by chance or luck. It is a direct consequence of your mindset, your actions, and most importantly, your ability to change the way you see the world and yourself. To start attracting wealth and abundance, it is necessary to take a step beyond simply changing words. The process involves a profound transformation in the way you see yourself in relation to money and success. The first crucial point for this transformation is the change of internal beliefs. If you were conditioned from a young age to believe that money is dirty, that the rich are corrupt, or that money never comes easily, these beliefs become invisible barriers that you have built throughout your life. These beliefs shape your perception of the world and, most importantly, govern what you are willing to receive. Imagine for a moment that you are a magnet. This magnet, throughout life, has been filled with thoughts, beliefs, and patterns about what is possible and what is not. Now, if your magnet is loaded with limiting beliefs, such as, "I am not able to earn a lot of money," or "money is something that only others can have," you will automatically become a repellent person for prosperity. Why? Because your internal beliefs are not open to wealth. Transforming your financial life begins with a change in mindset. You need to reprogram your beliefs to align your mind with the abundance you want to attract. This doesn't happen overnight, but with daily practice and persistence, you will start to notice the small changes. The trick is to work on your self-confidence and your mental openness to see money not as something distant, but as a fluid and available energy for everyone, including you. A powerful tool to reprogram your mind and promote this personal transformation is visualization. Creative visualization is a practice used by many successful entrepreneurs, athletes, and even people who have conquered great fortunes. This technique is not just an exercise in imagining something beautiful or distant, but rather a process of mental programming. When you visualize success, you are creating a mental image of what you want to achieve. Imagine now the following scene. You are visualizing a full bank account, a house of your dreams, and a constant flow of business opportunities. Every time you imagine yourself achieving this success, your brain starts to adjust its focus. He starts to perceive more opportunities around him, and most importantly, starts to act according to this new reality. This practice of visualizing success should be done with emotional intensity. Emotion is what gives power to visualization. If you can't feel the emotion of already achieving your goals, visualization becomes just an empty mental exercise. Emotion activates the vibrational frequencies that will attract to you everything. You need to achieve success, but of course, visualization alone is not enough. Action is the key to transforming your thoughts and visualizations into concrete results. However, action should not be based on fear or scarcity, but on the full confidence that you are following the right path. When you move towards your goals, with the mindset of abundance, opportunities begin to open up naturally. This means that, as you change your mindset and beliefs, your actions also change. You start making decisions aligned with prosperity, and most importantly, actions that attract more opportunities and financial results. Often, people fail to achieve prosperity because they continue to act based on fears and doubts, which creates a cycle of frustration. When you act from a positive mindset, opportunities come to you in unexpected ways. No matter how difficult it may seem at first, the secret is not to give up. Every step taken towards your vision of prosperity is a victory. Constancy is what will consolidate this transformation and lead you to financial success. In addition to visualization and action, there is another essential element to promote this: personal transformation. Gratitude. Being grateful is not only a way to thank for what you already have, but also a recognition of the opportunities that are coming. Gratitude has an incredible vibrational power. It elevates your frequency and allows you to align with abundance. Daily gratitude should be practiced not only for the big things, such as money or the house of your dreams, but also for the small daily victories. If you start the day with a genuine feeling of gratitude, this creates a field of positive energy that will attract more situations, people, and opportunities into your life. Imagine now a simple exercise. When you wake up, start the day with a moment of deep gratitude. Thank you for your health, for the opportunities that will arise during the day, and for the continuous flow of money that will enter your life. This practice may seem simple, but it alters your vibration and prepares your mind to receive abundance. Have you heard of the law of attraction? It teaches that you attract into your life what you focus on. If you constantly focus on lack and scarcity, that's exactly what you'll attract. Now, if you start focusing on abundance, opportunities, and growth, your life will begin to reflect those changes. The law of attraction is an extension of what we have discussed so far. It works with the idea that your internal energy aligns with the energy of the universe, and when these energies are in tune, things start to happen smoothly. Therefore, keeping your mind open and focused on what you want and not on what you fear is essential for prosperity to manifest. We have reached the end of this journey, but unlike what many might think, this is not the end. It is just the beginning. The power to transform your financial reality is in your hands. What you have learned here is not magic, but rather the recognition that you have the ability to shape your life with the words, thoughts, and actions you choose daily. Now think for a moment. If everything you have said, thought, and believed until today has shaped your life so far, imagine what can happen from the moment you start applying everything we have discussed. You have the power to change your vibration, to reprogram your mind, and to transform your relationship with money. Don't let fear or doubt prevent your growth. The opportunities are all around you, just waiting for you to recognize them. And here is the crucial point. You are solely responsible for your transformation. No one else can do this for you. It all starts in your mind, and with every word you say, you are building your reality. Words are a reflection of your beliefs. When you choose to speak with confidence about success and prosperity, you are activating a positive energy that will be reflected in your life. What lies ahead is a journey of self-discovery, growth, and personal evolution. With the tools you have received, you can begin to see significant changes in the way you attract money, opportunities, and above all, abundance. It doesn't matter if you are starting from scratch or already have some success. There is always room for more prosperity in your life. So what will you do now? Will you continue to repeat the same words and patterns as before? Or will you take the reins of your life and start applying the changes we have discussed? Change depends on you. If you are ready to take that next step, subscribe to the channel now. Click the like button and share this video with people you believe also deserve to understand the power of transforming their financial lives. If you really believe you are ready to see results, in the next videos, we will continue exploring powerful ways to transform your life. Don't miss the opportunity to continue this journey. Remember, prosperity is already within your reach. It all starts with how you think, speak, and act.